Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we're taking a closer look at one of the quieter royals whose life is far from normal, Prince Edward, the Duke of Edinburgh. He's not the flashiest, not the loudest, but behind the scenes. He's living a life of structure, privilege, and power that most people will never even begin to understand. Let's break it down. This is why Prince Edward's life is absolutely insane. 1. Born into the core of the royal family, Prince Edward is the youngest son of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, making him a direct product of royalty from birth. His childhood was surrounded by world leaders, historic events, and royal protocols that shaped him long before he ever took on public roles. 2. Raised in a world of discipline and royal expectation, he grew up in an environment where every action, every word, and every moment was watched. Royal children aren't raised like regular kids. Schedules are strict, public image is everything, and pressure starts young. Edward learned early that his life would never be truly private or normal. 3. Watched history happen from the inside. While the world read about royal weddings, funerals, and political shifts, Edward lived them from the front row. He wasn't a spectator. He was part of the procession. From global ceremonies to state visits, he experienced history not through headlines but through direct access. 4. Educated with privilege but under pressure, he was educated at some of the UK's top schools, including Gordonston, known for its discipline and rugged reputation. Education for royals isn't just about academics, it's about building toughness, emotional control, and leadership. His schooling prepared him for duty, not just a diploma. 5. Expected to serve, but given no clear role. Unlike Charles, who was always preparing to be king, Edward had no throne to inherit, but all the expectations of a royal. He had to find a way to serve the monarchy without overshadowing others, and without fading into irrelevance. That balance has defined his adult life. 6. Took a chance in the entertainment industry. In the 1990s, Edward tried to build a career in television and production. It was controversial. Royals aren't supposed to chase media careers, but he did it anyway. He eventually returned to full-time royal duties, but the move showed he was willing to take personal risks, even under intense scrutiny. 7. Quietly took on major royal duties. Over time, Prince Edward became one of the hardest working royals, consistently showing up for military ceremonies, charity work, and international visits. He didn't chase cameras, but he never stopped showing up. He represents the monarchy's stability, the kind that doesn't make headlines but keeps the institution running. 8. Inherited his father's title and role. When Prince Philip passed, Edward was given the title Duke of Edinburgh, a role deeply tied to service, tradition, and national identity. It wasn't just a title. It was a transfer of legacy. That shift placed him in a new tier of seniority and expectation within the family. 9. Lives inside a controlled, royal structure. Everything about Edward's life is organized. His calendar is handled by royal staff. His schedule revolves around duty, not personal preference. Even personal events must be planned with security, media, and tradition in mind. His life may be luxurious, but it's also tightly managed. 10. Remains scandal-free. In a family full of headlines. While other royals have faced controversy, Edward has stayed out of trouble, out of gossip, and out of the tabloids. That level of restraint in a high-pressure, high-visibility family isn't easy. It's the result of discipline, loyalty, and choosing the long game over public attention. 11. Bound by generational responsibility. Edward isn't just upholding his own image, he's protecting the legacy of an entire generation. As the son of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, there's an unspoken rule: don't make waves, don't slip up, and always represent the crown with dignity. Everything he does reflects not only on himself but on the legacy of his parents and the monarchy as a whole. 12. Balances formality with public connection. He walks a tightrope. He has to show warmth at events, smile at crowds, and support charities, without becoming too casual or too disconnected. Royal presence must be relatable but elevated. Edward has mastered the tone that makes people feel seen, while still reminding them he's part of something bigger. 13. Follows a life script most people couldn't handle. There is little space for spontaneity. His travel, conversations, and even the way he greets people follow a structured formula passed down through generations. He doesn't wake up and decide what to do. Every move is scheduled, briefed, and aligned with the royal agenda. 14. Operates in the background to keep the system intact while headlines follow more famous royals. Edward works where cameras aren't. He visits military bases, supports lesser-known charities, and attends engagements that don't trend, but still matter. These quieter roles keep the monarchy connected to its institutions, and Edward is one of the few who consistently shows up to do that work. 15. Represents stability in a shifting royal landscape with public opinion around royalty always changing. Edward has become a symbol of consistency. He doesn't stir division. He doesn't engage in political issues. He remains focused on duty. In a time when headlines about royals can get chaotic, his low-drama approach actually strengthens the monarchy's foundation. That's a look inside the insane life of Prince Edward, the Duke of Edinburgh, man born into royalty, shaped by tradition, and living a life most people will never see or fully understand. He doesn't seek fame. He doesn't make noise. But he's one of the few who have managed to stay loyal to the crown, fulfill his duty, and remain respected in a family constantly in the public eye. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more royal breakdowns. See you in the next one.